Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome in to the Project Pan update for April. We are here, the video has arrived. My favorite every month. I want to get into it because guys, we have a major update. I just took a nap, so I mean, hopefully we're looking decent. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Before we do, I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy project painting content, conscious consumer content, if you like makeup, fashion videos, no-buy videos. We are here for that on the channel. And also, if you've been here before, you like the work on this channel, you like the videos you see here, and you want to support my channel and me financially, the link to a Buy Me a Coffee is in the description if you feel so inclined. So let's get into it. Okay, product number one, we have the Pure 4-in-1 Primer. If you were here last month, you will recall the fact that I said, oh, we have like 2 to 3 uses left, and then I'll cut it open, no problem. I feel like this product or this packaging just spawned new product. It honestly felt like product came out of nowhere because I used this 11 times and there's still more inside. I don't know how I got it so wrong, but I did. We're basically in the same place. You know, we're right at the bottom of the packaging. So I guess I'm gonna repeat myself from last month that I think there's somewhere between 3 and 5 uses before I cut it open, and then I don't know what will be after that. This one kind of fooled me a bit. The next couple of things are complexion products. The first is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I did use this 3 times, and so we do have our first progress of the year really. And what I noticed about this product and why honestly I haven't been using it that much is the fact that this is too dark. If you just look at that and then you look at me, you can see that it's dark. The couple times I used this, it did have to be changed with powder, or it had to be not changed, it had to be helped along with powder and, you know, have some very light bronzing. Now that we're getting into the warmer months, I'm hoping to really pick up usage kind of starting around June. So the next 2 months, I don't think there'll be a ton more usage. I'm kind of hoping for 2 to 3 uses each, month for the next couple. And once I get a bit of a tan, hopefully get into this a little bit more. But I'm happy I finally am seeing some progress on here so we can finish this guy by the end of the year. The next item, the Quo foundation is she's living to see another day. I feel like this is the song and dance we do with this product. I shake it, I go, I have this much product left. Last month I knew I wasn't gonna finish it. Now I'm kind of feeling like maybe 10 to 15 uses. I think I might have said 10 uses last month. So clearly I'm not a good judge of character with this. It's so hard to tell. You can't see through the packaging. You can only kind of feel, and the last, indication of where we might be up here. And I think when I was up here, I slightly misjudged. I think there was a little bit more than that. But even if we're down here, if you consider how wide the bottle is, it's, pretty symmetrical all the way up. There was more uses than I thought at that point. At that point, there was probably something like 30 to 50 at that, just based on how much I use it. And, last month we were at about 8 to 10. Now I did use this 10 times. I think there's at least another 10 in here, could be more. I hope I can finish this for next month, but who knows? The day that this goes will be a miracle. The next item, and the first rollout of this video, yes, I said the first, is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. It's the mini. I tried to use it today actually, but nothing came out. And I'm not gonna cut it open. It's not worth my time, honestly, to cut it open. I'm just gonna look at my sheet here. So I used this 9 times, and I did mix it in with the Quo foundation to have it be a little bit more mattifying. And one of the things I guess I'm reminded of when I use this, as well as potentially you, the viewers, as well. I am always so tempted to kind of write these mini products off, you know, like they're not real makeup products, and often in my mind, I'm like, there's only a couple of uses in there. Every time I use a mini product, like a mini makeup product, there is always more product than I realized. There was about 20-ish uses, give or take a little bit. And that is surprising that if you wore makeup every day or 5 days a week, this would take you a straight month's worth of use to finish. This is just a pleasant reminder to, one, use your minis, but two, there's always more product in my minis than I realize, and that they're real makeup products that take work, and you know, not to discount them. I'm rolling this out, well, it's finished, and I'm not going to roll anything in its place as of right now, so I can focus on the 2 complexion products that I currently have. The Quo Concealer is up next, and you can see that there is you can see that there's, I don't know what to call this, holes. The product is, you know, breaking apart here, or I'm using it up really. And I did mention previously that there's less product in here than I thought. And now when I'm using the product, I typically have to either dip in twice to get enough concealer for one eye, or scrape along the sides to get enough product for one eye. I'm thinking now that I could probably finish this by about mid-year. Hopefully. So I used this 11 times. I'm really seeing some big progress in here. And when I look through it, I can see to the bottom, and I can see the gaps in the product along the side. I'm thinking maybe next month or the month after I can take out the stopper. So this is really coming along, and I'm excited to finish this, and I think it's going to come in the next couple of updates. Next up is the NARS bronzer, and I used this 10 times. Here's what she's looking like. We don't have any pan yet, and I can't see any pan marks, like it's going to happen in the next little bit. But my judge of how I'm doing is this, like the edges of the pan right here. And these aren't as deep as you think that they are, or I think that they are. And I know that, like, you know, when you look at the edge here, it looks fairly decent, but I know that this does not go all the way to the bottom. I'm really thinking that in the next 2 months, I'm gonna hit some kind of pan. I don't think I'll finish it by then, but I think I'll be able to hit pan in the next 2 months. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. Because there's a real dip in here, and you can see that, I don't know if you can see it on the video, just by the edges of this back pan here. So I'm crossing my fingers, and again, this is another example of how a mini, you know, like a free product that you can get, can literally last you 6 months. We're making some slow and steady progress on the NARS bronzer, and I'm very happy with that. A quick one to get out of the way would be the eyeliner. I used it 3 times. I rolled it up once. We can't see how much product is in here. And for somebody who doesn't wear eyeliner, to wear this about once a week is just kind of fabulous for me, because this is a product that would have otherwise just hung around and never would have gotten use. I'm not going to comment now if I would repurchase this in the future, but I'm kind of liking adding this into the mix when I'm doing, you know, a little bit more elaborate makeup looks. I wouldn't wear it on a day like today where I don't have any eyeshadow. I'm not quite there. So let's get to the lip products. And first up is the Quo lip oil. Last month we were there, we're currently here. And if you see the marks for, you know, how we've done in this project, sorry, every month I've used it incrementally more than the last month. You know, my usage is growing more over time. I'd love to say I could finish this for next month. I don't think so. I'm just pleased that I'm using it more and more, and that this will eventually be finished. One thing I have noticed, maybe you can see it in the product as well, it's gotten progressively more cloudy, and it's over this last month I started to realize that it's looking kind of dirty, or I guess more beige. And that's because I've really been using it over top of lipsticks to give it a more glossy appearance. And I don't like this on its own, and I've talked about that in these videos. I don't like it because it dries out the lips. I do like the glossy, you know, appearance. And so when I use it over top of a lip product, like, you know, the one in this project, it gives my lips a glossier look while not drying them out, which is what I dislike about this product the most. So great use on that. Next up is my Becca lipstick. I think the use on here is fabulous. I can tell just when I look at this product that it's smaller than before, which it's always taken me much longer to use full-size lipsticks than the minis. So I wasn't surprised I was able to finish that mini in, you know, a couple of months, and, you know, I'd already worked on it before. This wasn't brand new, but I knew that it would be a bigger task. However, when we look at the progress, look at there. That is a huge jump from the start of the project to now. I cannot believe how much I used in the last month. Put a little bit more on now. One of the reasons why I think this is getting so much love from me is that it is an amazing formula. This might be the best lipstick formula I own, period. It's super moisturizing, and I'm so disappointed that this product has been discontinued. So fabulous, I'm so pleased with this. This must be some of the best progress in the bunch. It's just one of those products that is just harder for me to use and finish than for other things. Now let's get to the last lip piece here. Guys, I have finished the lip liner. Just gonna hold for applause. So we are here, like this is what's left. I tried to sharpen it one last time. It wouldn't go through. And I think you can see here. You can see where it stops sharpening. Like usually you'd have that, you know, kind of all be flat. It wouldn't sharpen anymore. I used it up to its nub. That's it. I'm finished. This baby, this took 2 freaking years for me to use. 2 years. This has to be the most exciting update of the entire year for me because I've been working on this for 2 years. It's been a long time coming, guys, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm just really pleased. So I guess for the last reference, here we were last month, and now we're here. I could not be, as the British would say, I could not be more chuffed. Oh, I did forget to talk about the Hourglass palette. Should have been in with the bronzer, but we'll do it now. I use this palette. I'll show you first. Here's how we're doing. I think we've widened this pan a little bit more. I used this 12 times, and I used the highlighter 12 times and this blush 12 times. There were a couple of times where I, mixed the two together, and I also created at least 2 eyeshadow looks where I went into this blush pretty heavy. So I'm really pleased with this. I'm thinking that finishing the highlight before the end of the year is possible. It's coming along, like we're getting progress. Every month I'm expanding the pan. I think that's doable. This blush, I don't know. I mean, like we've only gone through, a quarter of the year. We have 75% of the year left. And if I multiplied this progress by 75, I don't know if I would finish it. Or by 4 even. I don't know if I could finish this by the end of the year, but I'm sure as hell gonna try. Let's move on to some of the non-makeup items. The first on deck is the Living Proof Heat Protectant Spray. I was there last month, and now we're here. Really a little bit more than last month's progress, but still not as big as the January to February progress. Part of it I think is just I've been washing my hair a lot less. I've been going a lot longer between washes, so I'm using it a little bit less. Slow and steady. We're doing our job. I used this about 8 times, 7-8 times. Yeah, if I use this 2 times a week, times 4 weeks, it's about 8. So pretty happy with that. An update on this guy. I hate using this. I'm not going to force myself. I did not use it a single time this month. I could not be happier. So I'm rolling this out of the project. I don't know if I will declutter it, but I'm certainly not going to feature this in the project. I'm done with this. It's going by. I'm not going to force myself to use it. I did actually forget to talk about what I'm rolling in for the lip liner. I am rolling in a new lip liner. I don't know if I want to punish myself here or what, but we're gonna do it. I feel like it's a good one-for-one replacement, and I have quite a few lip liners. And I think honestly, I mean, I was thinking about it like, do I roll in a lip liner or another product? But I have so many, at least so many for me. This one took 2 years to finish, and in my mind, I told myself the reason for that was because it was very close to my natural lip color. I have one here that is darker. It's in the rosy tones. So I will test my hypothesis. Will a darker lip liner, a more contrasting lip liner, mean that I use it more? Or will it take 2 years to finish? So I am rolling in Whirl from MAC. I did have a swatch here, but as I said, I took a little nap. I think you can see it. I do like this rosy tone, and I think this is one that I could wear all season. I had swatched some other ones, and I was thinking about Stripped Down, but that one is just a little too tan for me, or a little too nude, and I think I would more appreciate this rosy tone. And I did like using it in my full face of makeup roulette video. That was really fun. So this will be the roll-in. The next I'm going to talk about that has some more, that has great progress as well, is my hyaluronic acid serum. We were here last month, now we're here. I'm progressively seeing more use out of this product every month. You know, the use is greater than the time before. I'm really hoping to finish this by early summer because I have oily skin, and I have been noticing some physical dry texture, which I know chemical exfoliants can help with, but I have noticed dry skin. I've talked about it. This is helping, but not fully not fully everything that I need. Either way, come summer, I don't know why I went into that tangent. Come summer, this is 100% going to be too much for my skin. So the sooner I can finish this, the better. And I've been making steady progress that's actually incrementally better. So I'm really, really pleased with this. I used this at least 17 times. There's probably a couple of tallies I forgot to make in there, but overall, really pleased. The nail polish. So this month I used it 3 times, and that brings the total for this product up to 11 times. Now, this has been sitting straight for the last maybe 4-5 hours. I think the use on here, oh, okay. I think I can mark it. I'll show you first and then I'll mark it. I think it's best seen on maybe this side, about here. You can see a slight line at about here that does come across somewhat here and is much more difficult to see on this side. Yeah, it looks to be about there. I didn't want to use I know the Sharpie's probably not going to stay on the glass, but I didn't want to, use that nail polish when it's so thick. So this is the first time all year that I've seen progress on it. I'm using this really regularly, about once a week. This past month, didn't use it as much as the months before. You can see that one of the times I did some pink. So, oh, by the way, not to flip you off, look what happened. Can we see that? Look at that, right in the nail. I'm gonna be switching this out real soon. And I think there's only so many times you can use it in a row before you got bored. Needed a little switch. But I'm hoping that I can do a little bit better job of switching between this one and some other colors and still kind of keep this number high. Either way, having this in the project is basically making me use it, opting for this one as the color of choice, and also you want to have some downtime. I'm just glad it's in here. The last item is, I think, gonna shock you. The last thing is this mask, the Hydrobiotic mask from Dr. Brandt. Look at the progress. If you see the photos from last month, the amount in here is insane. Or how quickly I went through this is insane. I cannot believe how fast I went through this product. It's kind of shocking. I definitely didn't get in every tally for this. I used this at least 15 times. I really relied on this past month and used it most nights. So having it, you know, be upwards of 20 uses is probably more likely. This one is for sure going to be finished for next month. For sure. I cannot wait to roll this out. This has been around. Look at that. I'm so proud of this. I really am. This mask has been around for at least 3 years, could be since 2018. So it's high time that this gets finished. That's everything for this update. So proud of the lip liner finish this month. That's a chef's kiss. For next month, I'm hoping to finish this guy, which should have been out this month, but like, it is what it is. I think that is in the bag. That might be the only thing that's a for sure. Oh, and my mask. That'll be great. This is a big question mark, but I can have hopes, can't I? So that's everything from me. I hope you enjoyed this update, hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you again around here soon.